Hi, this is Sucha Datta once again, your SST teacher, starting with the chapter Minerals and Energy Resources from Geography class 10. Well, the story of man or the journey of man started from when he was a nomad. He moved from one place to another in search of food. He plucked the fruits and slowly he learned the art of agriculture. The discovery of fire and the art of agriculture gave him settled life, which led to river valley civilizations. And later on, the development rose to such a level that man required more and more. When the requirements actually increased, that is the time he looked for energy and he looked for minerals, so that everything would get speeded up and things would be done in minutes rather than in hours. So, continuing with this story, we see that the minerals and the energy resources have become very important in man's life. As I always do, I first of all pick up the terms and the difficult words of the chapter, and then I start with the chapter as such. So, here we are with the difficult terms. The first is biogas. Now, biogas is in fact that energy which man gets from shrubs, from the farm waste, from the animal waste and the human waste. So, the energy which is derived from these sources is termed as biogas. The next is conventional source of energy. Conventional means something which we have been using. So, the conventional is in fact those traditional sources of energy which the human beings have been using in the past. And the example of such sources are the coal, the petroleum and the natural gas. The third is the geologist. Now, geo means something to do with ground, earth. So, geologist is in fact a person who is an expert and who studies the rocks, their age, formation and also the age and formation of minerals. So, everything that is being found under the earth and is being studied by an expert is called a geologist, especially studying the rocks and the minerals. Minerals. So, what are minerals? Minerals are in fact those natural substances which occur on the earth's surface and they have a definite chemical composition. And I am sure all of you can name few minerals. Next is mineral ore. Now, you already know the meaning of mineral. So, what is this mineral ore? In fact, those minerals or metals which are extracted in raw state from the earth. Now, look at the difference between a mineral and a mineral ore. Whatever we get from the earth and is in the position as it is, that is in the raw form, is called as an ore, the mineral ore. But when it is processed, when it is given a definite shape, then it is called as a mineral. Next is non-conventional source of energy. Immediately you should know that we have seen the conventional sources of energy, that is the traditional source of energy that we have. So, the opposite of it stands here. The non-conventional sources of energy are those which are renewable, which have been recently developed, which were not used by human beings earlier. And the example of the non-conventional sources of energy are solar, wind and tidal energy. Because man has been able to harness these energies now in the past he did not have an idea or actually the intelligence to harness them, to control them. That is why these are the recent development that we have seen in the energy area. And I continue with the next terms in the next clipping. I continue with the next difficult terms, and the first is open cast mining. Open cast mining is a method of mining by which you remove the overlying materials to extract the minerals from shallow depth. Remember, when the mining is not being done at a very deep depth and it is just a very shallow mining, we term that as open cast mining. But what exactly is mining first of all? Let's understand what is mining. Mining is an economic activity which deals with extraction of minerals. Simple. When we are wanting to extract minerals from the earth, that is termed as mining. And the first kind of mining that you've already seen is the open cast mining. Next are placer deposits. Deposits which have been accumulating, which have been actually getting accumulated. So, that those minerals which occur as alluvial deposits brought down by rivers. Once again remember, these are in fact those minerals which occur as alluvial deposits brought down by rivers are termed as placer deposits. And the example of placer deposits are gold, silver and tin. Next are rocks. You all have seen rocks, but what exactly are rocks? Rocks are those natural substance which consist of one or more minerals. It could be just one kind of a mineral has actually made a rock, or 2, 3 or more of them have combined together to make a rock. Robber industry. Robber, the word robber means a thief, somebody who has actually taken away something, and whatever he has taken away never comes back to you again. Because minerals, once they are mined, they cannot be replaced because they get exhausted. Therefore, this kind of industry is called as the robber industry, because this leads to exhaustion of minerals and it cannot be replaced. Next is shaft mining. Which mining have you already seen? You have seen the open cast mining. Now next is the shaft mining. This is in fact that method of mining where both vertical and horizontal shafts are made to extract minerals from deep inside the earth. So remember, two kind of minings, open cast mining and the shaft mining. Open cast mining is meant for shallow depth and the shaft mining is meant for deep inside the earth, that is for deep depths. So that's the difference between the two mining activities which are there to extract minerals. Now I start with the chapter in the next clipping.